Good morning, friends. Myself, Dr. Satish Rikame. I am lecturer in Chemical Engineering Department, Kekewak Polytechnic, Nashik. Today I am going to teach you the subject Renewable Energy Technologies. This subject belongs to third year Chemical Engineering Diploma and the code for the subject is 22514. Now the first unit is construction and working of wind turbines and the course objective for this first unit is to use wind power technologies wherever feasible. That means after studying this first unit, we are able to use the wind power technologies wherever necessary. That means the detailed knowledge about the wind power technologies will be available with students once this unit is over. Now let me tell you about the wind energy and the wind power. All you know that wind is a form of solar energy and winds are caused by the uneven heating of the atmosphere by the sun, the irregularities of the earth's surface and the rotation of the earth. And due to these three patterns, the wind flow are there by the earth's terrain, bodies of water and the vegetative cover. This wind flow or the motion energy when harvested by modern wind turbines can be used to generate the electricity. Now let us see how the wind power is generated. The term wind power or wind energy describes the process by which wind is used to generate mechanical power or electricity. Wind turbines convert the kinetic energy in the wind into the mechanical power. This mechanical power can be used for specific tasks such as grinding grains or pumping water, or sometimes it may be used for the remote electricity that will be available for the remote homes or remote farmhouse likewise. Or a generator can convert this mechanical power into electricity to power homes, businesses, schools and the likes. Now let us see wind turbines. Wind turbines like aircraft propeller blades turn in the moving air and the power an electric generator that supplies the electric current. Simply stated that a wind turbine is the opposite of a fan, as the fan uses the electricity to rotate. Here the electricity rotate or the wind rotate the fans. Wind turbines are used to make the electricity. The wind turns the blade which spin the shaft which connect to the generator, and out of that the electricity is generated. Wind turbines produce electricity by using the natural power of the wind to drive a generator. The wind is a clean and sustainable fuel source, so it does not create emissions. It will never run out as it is constantly replenished by the energy from the sun. In many ways, wind turbines are the natural evolution of traditional windmills, but now typically have three blades which rotate around a horizontal hub and the top of a steel tower. Most wind turbines start generating electricity at wind speeds of around 3 to 4 meter per second, generate maximum rated power at around 15 meter per second and shut down to prevent the storm damage at 25 meter per second. That means the wind speed beyond the 25 meter per second is not useful for the wind turbines, because why? It may damage the total wind substation or wind turbine station. Now let us see about the wind turbine technology. Generating electricity from the wind is simple. Wind passes over the blades exerting a turning force. The rotating blade turns a shaft inside the nacelle which goes into the gearbox. The gearbox increases the rotation speed of the generator, which uses the magnetic field to convert the rotational energy into electrical energy. The power output goes to the transformer, which converts the electricity from the generator at around 700 volts to the right voltage for the distribution system, typically between 11 kV and 132 kV. The regional electricity distribution networks or national grid transmit the electricity around the country and onto homes and businesses. That means once we generate the electricity through the wind turbines, that will be connected to the national grid and through the grid we can supply the power generated through the wind turbines to the homes, businesses, school, etc. Now there are some turbine components. Horizontal turbine components include blade or rotor, that is the main component, which converts the energy in wind to rotational shaft energy. A drive train, usually including a gearbox or a generator. A tower that supports the rotor and drive train. And the other equipments including controls, electrical cables, ground support equipments and interconnection equipments. Now let us see the turbine configuration. Wind turbines are often grouped together into a single wind power plant known as the wind farm and generate bulk electricity powers. Electricity from this turbine is fed into a utility grid and distributed to customers as with the conventional power plants. The figure shows the wind turbine configuration. Actually, there are two types of wind turbines, horizontal axis wind turbines and the vertical axis wind turbines. You can see the rotor position in horizontal axis wind turbine and the vertical axis wind turbine. For the vertical axis wind turbine, the gearbox is placed at the bottom, and for horizontal axis wind turbine, the gearbox is placed into the nacelle. The basic difference between the horizontal axis wind turbine and the vertical axis wind turbine. How wind energy creates energy? Wind creates energy. Wind is a form of solar energy caused by the combination of three concurrent events. The first one is sun unevenly hitting the atmosphere. Then the second one is irregularities of the Earth's surface. The third one is the rotation of the Earth. The term wind energy and wind power both describe the processes by which wind is used to generate the mechanical power into the electricity. Wind turbines converts the kinetic energy from the wind into mechanical power. Then this mechanical power can be used for the specific task such as grinding grains or pumping water, or a generator can convert this mechanical power into electricity. A wind turbine turns energy in the wind into electricity using the aerodynamic force created by the rotor blades, which work similarly to an aeroplane wing or the helicopter rotor blade. When the wind flows across the blade, the air pressure on one side of the blade decreases, and the difference in the air pressure across the two sides of the blade creates both lift and drag. Out of this, the force of the lift is stronger than the force of the drag, and this causes the rotor to spin. The rotor is connected to the gearbox through the generator and through the shaft that speed up the rotation and allow for a physically smaller generator. This translation of aerodynamic force to rotation of a generator creates electricity. Now there are two types of wind turbines, horizontal axis wind turbine HAWT and the vertical axis wind turbine VAWT. Horizontal axis wind turbine is a turbine in which the axis of rotation of a rotor is parallel to the ground and also parallel to the wind direction. There are further divided into two types, upwind turbine and downwind turbine. In upwind turbine, the turbine in which the rotor faces the wind first and called the upwind turbine. That means the rotor face is towards the wind. That means wind directly impart on the rotor blade. Today most of the HAWT is manufactured with this design. This turbine must be inflexible and placed at some distance from the tower. The basic advantage of this turbine is that it is capable of avoiding wind shades behind the tower. It requires a yaw mechanism so that its rotor always faces the wind. Yaw mechanism means the mechanism which tilts the rotor surface towards the wind. That means from where the wind is coming towards that particular direction, we can face the rotor blade by using the yaw mechanism. Then the second one is downwind turbine. The turbine in which the rotor is present at the downside of the tower is called the downwind turbine. In this type of wind turbines, the wind first faces the tower and after that it faces the rotor blades. Yaw mechanism is absent in this turbine because why? Wind directly forces the tower surface, not the blade surface. The rotor and nacelles are designed in such a way that the nacelle allows the wind to flow in a controlled manner. It receives some fluctuation in wind power because here the rotor passes through the wind shades of the tower. In other words, the rotor is present after nacelle of the tower, and this creates fluctuation in the wind power. Now let us see the figure of a horizontal axis wind turbine configuration courtesy of the US Patent and Trademark Office. Here we can easily see the hub, pitch control, nacelle, main shaft, then main bearing, yaw control, tower, gearbox, coupling, control panel, yaw deck, generator, main frame, and wind vane. Through this configuration, we can generate the electricity by using the wind power. Now again see the several typical types of vertical axis wind turbines. Here all the blades are mounted vertically over the gearbox. Through this way we can design the vertical axis wind turbines. Now let us see the advantages and disadvantages of HAWTs. The various advantages and disadvantages of the horizontal axis types of wind turbines are: here are some advantages. It has self-starting ability. It does not require any external power source to start. It has high efficiency as compared with the HAWTs, capable of working in high wind speed condition. In case of slow wind condition, its angle of attack can be varied to get maximum possible efficiency. Since all the blades of this turbine work simultaneously, so it is capable of extracting maximum energy from the wind. And now some disadvantages. Initial installation cost is high, require large ground area for the installation, and due to its giant size of the blades and tower, it becomes difficult to transport it to the sites. High maintenance cost, create noise problem, cannot be installed near human population, and it is not good for the birds population. They kill the birds due to the blades rotation. Now second one is the vertical axis wind turbine. It is the turbine in which the axis of rotation of the rotor is perpendicular to the ground and also perpendicular to the wind direction. It can operate in low wind situation. It is easier to build and transport. This type of wind turbines are mounted close to the ground and are capable of handling turbulence in far better way as compared with the HAWTs. Because of its less efficiency, it is used only for the private purposes. It is simple in design and easy to construct and transport. It can be easily installed in desired condition. It requires less ground area for the installation. Initial installation cost is also low as compared to HAWTs. It can work in turbulent wind condition. It's omnidirectional and hence do not need to track winds. They are smaller in size and hence can be used for domestic and private purpose only. And they have low maintenance cost as compared to the HAWTs. And with the limitations, it is less efficient. Efficiency of this turbine is about only 30 to 35%. They are not self-starting. A small power motor is needed to start it, and guy wires may require to support these turbines. This is the basic difference between the HAWTs and the VAWTs. That is for your study purpose. Thank you. If you have any queries, you can mail me on my mail. I'll give you my mail IDs after finishing the lecture series. Thank you.